Guys, welcome back to another Tuesday TLC Takeover. Yes, we talk about a mix of different things, including, of course, some shows that we love on Discovery Plus. They're not paying me, but they should. I apologize for being a little late. As you know, we just reported on some breaking news. Wendy Williams' show. I posted a link. I've actually pinned it on the YouTube chat. It's official. Sherri Shepherd is getting her own show. And more than likely, it will be in the Wendy Williams time slot. Right now, Wendy Williams show is up in the air. They have not confirmed the cancellation, but as you know, Love B. Scott came out with some information yesterday, just letting us know that the show is canceled, that Wendy Williams show is canceled, and Sherri Shepherd will be taking over in the fall. Look, they didn't confirm that information. They just confirmed that Sherri is getting her own show that's going to be produced by the same producers of the Wendy Williams show. Be sure to check out that video. It was literally breaking news as I was working on another Wendy Williams story. So you'll get literally some breaking news in the middle of me creating that Wendy Williams story. So stay tuned for that if you haven't checked it out already after the live. As you know, every single Tuesday here on the channel, we talk about TLC, but really it's reality TV talk. It's reality TV talk. Specifically, we watch a lot of shows on TLC, and one of those shows is Love Off the Grid. Love Off the Grid is a Discovery Plus original. I know it's going to make it to TLC at some point. But look, we already have the advanced conversation as we did with the Single Life. Let me show you guys my face because you need to. Yes, yes. If you watched the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, then you understand. I could not find sunglasses like Soulja Boy. I couldn't find those sunglasses because those sunglasses are back in the 90s where they belong. Remember Portia Williams' cousin from her terrible spinoff that had the same glasses? I said, what in the 1990s is going on? What is going on? But I said, you know what? I'm going to do this live. I'm going to do this live just like this entire time. Just saying, this is what we're going to do. These are Jade. Is this Jade Black? I think it is. These are the sunglasses for those, because I know you guys are going to ask later. Jade Black. They're also the behind the creators of Essentials. You know, the men's and the premium men's and women's basics that I've worn here on the show, and they've been sponsors of the show. So shout out to them. I have quite a few products. I don't give you guys stuff I don't use. Speaking of stuff I forgot my coldest water bottle. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine. You already seen the multiple coldest water bottles that I've had here on the show. My mint green one, the new purple gallon size one. Lord, y'all, I was in that. I just kept on. I don't know if I could do a gallon of water a day, but I'm gonna try. Renee says, "Does your shades flip up like Dwayne Wayne?" I don't even know if they make those anymore. They probably do. They've advanced the technology of sunglasses. You don't even need those flip ones anymore. They can just change with the sunlight. But we've digressed. Guys, don't forget to like the video if you haven't liked it already. I'm your boy, TheKempire, and you're watching the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live on multiple platforms, including TikTok. We see you, TikTok. You could be here, of course. You're always welcome to be here. But head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, or the Kempire or Kempire Daily on Facebook, or Twitch and Twitter, the Kempire. We are live on those platforms, and it will be easier for me to see once I take these sunglasses, easier for me to see your comments on our platform here. Again, guys, let's just jump right on in because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get into TLC talk, if you follow me on TikTok, then you know last night we watched the latest episode of Celebrity Big Brother. And I said, since we don't do an official Celebrity Big Brother recap, and I don't want to be honest with you, it's just too much. There's like multiple episodes a week. A lot of those episodes are 2 hours of Julie Chen moonves. She likes to emphasize the moonves. Okay, girl. I can't. But can we just briefly talk about last night's episode? Because we watched it together on TikTok. I feel like, with the background and everything, I feel like this is just a mood, y'all. With my camouflage on, I got my sunglasses on. It's a situation. Anyways. Love Off the, no, not Love the, I was about to jump right into Love Off the Grid. No, let's talk about Celebrity Big Brother. So by now, if you do not know, and you don't want any spoilers, here's a warning. Get out of here if you didn't watch last night's episode. So Celebrity Big Brother, the final three are Misha, Todrick Hall, and Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia just got there by the skin of her teeth because she's not a threat. And you know, as soon as it's time to get rid of her, they're going to get rid of her. They've plotted and planned them being the top two, Todrick and Misha, from the beginning. I can't hate on their game, but I don't like either one of them. There's nothing likable about them. And a lot of people may say that about Tamar, but after watching Tamar on Celebrity Big Brother, I think that was really good for her image. And I really enjoyed her because she was also a fan of the game. And I loved it when she won. I was happy that she won. I can't be happy for Todrick or Misha. Todrick, this has not been a good PR situation for you, though. All of your skeletons are coming back on out about not paying people. Some of you said, is he doing this for charity? No, he's not. Alex says, are you Prince today, Kim? The sunglasses child. I'm giving you Soulja Boy today. I'm giving you Soulja Boy. You guys can see my eyes. Look, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything. But yeah, Soulja Boy. I'm giving you Soulja Boy as if I'm about to make love to Kimberly. Kimberly. That's how he says it. That's how he says it. Kimberly. Anyway, oh, that's a song, y'all. You heard? Soulja Boy, call me. Anyways, before we get into that, Celebrity Big Brother, we were watching it last night together on TikTok, and we were just like, damn it, Cynthia. Cynthia, first beautiful woman, 55 years old, beautiful, stunning. But now I think we understand why she was a model. She couldn't do any of the physical stuff. She couldn't do any of the brain stuff. Like, she was so off. Of course they got rid of Todd, because if they kept Todd around, he probably would have won. And I honestly, even after the whole Todd attacking Cynthia situation, she forgave him. They moved on. I was like, all right, I want Todd to win. But of course they got rid of Todd. They got rid of Todd, and more than likely the top two would be Todrick and Misha. And honestly, a lot of you have been asking me if I'm going to watch it. No, I might just try and see. If Cynthia makes it to the top two, then I'm like, yes. But Cynthia's not going to make it to the top two. Sad. Better Day says, cannot stand Misha at all. I know. You know what? Alex is a mess. My dream is that sexy African way. We will get to Soulja Boy and his way of really boasting about his own, the way that he has sex. I don't believe it. It's those that protest too much that you're like, or profess too much. It's more like it. Yeah. April says, Kempire, I thought your eyes got dilated. No, I'm giving, if you watch 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, I'm giving you Soulja Boy. All right? By the end of this, I might start singing. Kimberly. Oh, Tara says, Kempire, these shades are killing me. You're going to get it for the entire live. It helps with we have a lot of light situation going. It helps with that. I'm like, okay, it's a little annoying to it. I might take it off before then. Yes, Eddie said the yam. I don't believe him. Dr. Payne, thank you so much for the super chat. Dr. Payne says, hi, everyone. Hello, Kempire. I miss you guys. I wanted Todd to win. I hope they put a twist in the game. Right? Dr. Payne, thank you so much for being here. We understand you busy saving lives. Look, you busy saving lives. Okay. Hey, Micah. Micah says, hey, y'all, I don't watch 90 Day, but I see you Kempire stunting in your shades. Well, if you did watch 90 Day, then you understand why I have the shades on. All right. This is a situation. Okay. Foxy says, keep them on. Okay. All right. Julie says someone's had a little something. All right. So my final thoughts on Celebrity Big Brother, because we have a lot of shows to talk about. I'm not talking about Darcey and Stacey just because I haven't been able to watch the last couple of weeks. And honestly, I'm a little checked out, but I'll get checked back in if it's worth it. But there's just been so many different shows to talk about. There's been so many different shows to talk about, but here we are. Okay. Let's last thoughts on Celebrity Big Brother. Not happy about who the final two more than likely will be. Right now, Cynthia's in the top 3. She's like, I don't know how I made it here. Neither do we. Is what it is. I really wish Carson had made it. The energy in the entire house is very different, but the little catch at the end of this is if there's a tie, because Chris Kattan left, and when they do the vote, if there's a tie, we get to decide who the winner is. But again, I'll say this: I don't like Misha or Todrick. But if I had to pick between the two, I think I might pick Misha, because Todrick, even though he played the game well, maybe no. Look, I was about to say, maybe if he wins, he'll pay the people that he owes. But it's not like Todrick is hard up for money. He just hasn't been paying people, allegedly. Todrick makes a lot of money. And Todrick trying to be likable this episode, talking about how he wants to create a platform for people that look like him on Broadway. And don't get it twisted. Todrick is very talented. He is very talented at what he does. But the stories of him, his colorism, the stories of not paying people, allegedly abusing people, yelling at people, being nasty to people. I can't. No. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Love Off the Grid, my new favorite show. Shout out to Discovery Plus. They're not paying me, but they should. Just saying. I don't know how they would pay me, though. I love this show. It's from the 90 Day Fiancé producers. It's such a good show. I feel like the people genuinely like each other. I still don't know everyone's name, which is okay. But if you don't know the premise of the show, the premise of Love Off the Grid is that these couples come together. Some people that have been living in the city for a very long time, they're coming to these remote areas where there's rattlesnakes and all kinds of coyote and in different parts of the United States. Who knew? Oh, well, I kind of knew, but I wasn't visiting. Just saying. One's in Alabama, one's in Arizona, another one's in Colorado. I think one's in North Carolina. Gloria says, Kempire, he needs to pay up. Let's see if he will. Alex says, not beating people. Dang. I don't know about physically, but verbally, definitely. One of Todrick's former videographers came out and was like, I went on tour with him and I wasn't even able to buy food because he didn't pay me on time and I wasted away. He showed a picture of himself by the end of the tour. Be sure to check out the video that I posted on Todrick, guys. But back to Love Off the Grid. It's one of my new favorite shows because I love the way it's filmed. Some of these areas, look, I am not a camper. I'm not one out to be. I love nature, but to camp out in nature is not my thing, especially because in this season alone, we've already seen 2 rattlesnakes. But I feel like these stories are actually true and genuine, unlike some of our 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Day stars, which we will get into. Okay. Oh, this woman. Maisha and Joseph. So they're going to create a homestead. And some of you feel like they're going to create a cult. Okay. If they do create a cult, it will be perfect for the podcast that I just put out yesterday. Yes, shameless plug. Kempire Radio, my podcast, it may be a cult. I'm talking about the different cults in the world, but also some things that I did over the weekend. So be sure to check that out. Kempire Radio on all podcast platforms. But they had brought in another girl, Mia. I think her name was Mia. Who cares at this point? Mia left because Mia was like, she didn't want to do the work. And she didn't want to be the bottom in the situation. Maisha's like, I am the top when it comes to who else comes in our throuple, in our polyamory. There's a lot of polyamory happening on reality TV right now this week. We were just talking about this on Ladies Who List. I'm worried for her, though. He scares me. Anyone else? He scares me. Look at her beautiful, she's just like an angelic face. His face is giving me something else. But wherever they are, it's so beautiful over there in Alabama. Beautiful nature. Beautiful nature. Who else is this? Okay. Oh, y'all know I love me some Josh. This week, Josh was like, yeah, this life isn't for me. I'm out of here. She's hurt. But you know what I think hurt this relationship? It wasn't just the fact that it's hard living. I think because she was so insecure, she was insecure about her body. But these people have known each other for over 5 years, but they have been separated for a very long time. And she had moved out to this whole other, lifestyle. And when he got out to the lifestyle, he's like, this is not for me. He really did try, though. He really did try. But I think with the issues that they've been having personally, he was just like, I'm going to go. Micah said, girl, run. Lisa says, I wouldn't want him behind me. Just look at this picture alone. I don't know. All right. Look, she likes it. I love it. All right. He said looking like Paul from 90 Day. And if you know, you know. But Josh, who I love, he is Jason Momoa. Maybe he was like, you know what? I think I've been on long enough to get verified on Instagram. I can get off this show now. He has given us Jason Momoa. But I really felt like he tried. But at the end of this episode, he was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I don't know about her. I give it to her. Literally, girl was skinning frogs. She went hunting for frogs with her boo. I apologize. I do not recall their names. It is what it is. He's sexy, though. He's like this sexy country mountain man. They're a cute couple, too. They also have reconnected after being away from each other for years. But she's like, I don't know about this. Her girlfriend comes up and she's like, what in the hell? Girl, what are you doing up here? This is not who you are. And she's like, it is who I am now. I don't blame her, though. I don't blame her. She's adjusting to this whole country life. Like I said, she went hunting for frogs. She says she doesn't even like frogs. She's scared of frogs. She's like, okay, I'm going to do this for a little bit. I want to bring I actually want to see her sons come up there and see how they react to this. But where are the sons going to stay? They stay in this little shack. Her friend comes into the little shack. She's like, oh my God, what's that smell? Ooh, what's that smell? And then she takes out, what's that, a fox? What the hell did she take out the room? I couldn't, y'all. Look, this show reminds me so much that I am a city boy through and through. And mind you, I come from parents, my father at least grew up on a farm. So he's a little bit more country. But I grew up here in New York City. I am not country at all. My father's somewhere in Jamaica herding goats right now as we speak. So I'm just like, this is not the life for me. But I love the show. I love the show. There's another couple that I don't have a picture of. They're a sweet couple, too. They're a young couple. They were building a toilet outside. Here's the thing that I love. See, Alex says frog legs are delicious. And as soon as they talked about it, I was like, that's a very French thing. It's a very French thing. Even her friend said, yeah, I've had frog legs before, but in France. But I didn't cut them open myself. I didn't go hunting for them myself. But I said to you guys before, and this is no shade to her, everybody needs a little tune-up. This lady's going to be missing her Botox and filler, allegedly. Just saying. She's going to be missing that. But maybe when she goes visit her son, that's when she gets the refresh. And then she comes back up and she's like, hey, baby. He's going to be like, you look so refreshed. Yeah, of course. I'll see. Alex says, sure is. We love frog legs here in Quebec. Mm-hmm. Hetty says, I totally get it. Whenever I leave London, I'm around too many trees and insects. Can't cope. And look, we are talking about rattlesnakes, coyotes. When Josh said, he wasn't talking with his girl, look, his girlie. I can't even remember her name, y'all. It's all right. I'll learn the names. It's only like 3, 4, 5 episodes in. Last week I knew the names, but we had a week off. He's going outside because they get into an argument. He's sleeping out on the bed outside. He literally, along with her, killed a rattlesnake a couple of episodes ago. You think I'm going to go sleep outside with the rattlesnakes? Oh, hell no. Dasha says, I can never live off the grid. I don't know if I could live too far from a grid. Just saying. Oh my gosh. But as soon as we saw this one, I can't even remember their names. I apologize, y'all. Look, I apologize. I have so many names in my head from these reality shows. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I actually love them as a couple, though. And you actually can see that she has finally adjusted to this lifestyle. On some level. She's adjusted to the lifestyle on some level. Okay. Michelle says, sexy but unsustainable. Yeah, you already know that a lot of these folks are going to be going right back to the city. All of them, actually. I don't really see anyone really. Surprisingly, this woman's probably the one that has adjusted the most. Josh already said he's going back home. The other young lady, the other young couple that are living, I think that's Arizona desert, and they're building a toilet. I can see they've struggled before. She's lived out in the country with him before, and she's like, I can't do this. Now she's trying to do it again. And it's like, ooh. Lisa H says, aren't rattlesnakes protected? Maybe in certain states. Remember, every state is different. So maybe not in the state that they are. Foxy says, I'm not eating Kermit. I've never had frog legs, but like I said to you before, I know it's very popular in France, apparently also in Quebec. No. Look, I think I could do glamping. Because it also depends on how you define glamping. Some people define glamping very differently. I'm thinking a cabin, luxurious cabin. Or no. They do glamping in Dubai. And that's very fabulous. You're in a tent, but there's it's very luxurious tent. I could do that. Maybe. I haven't done it yet, so I can't even say that I could do that. I may say that now, like, oh, where's my water? Where's my running water? All right, let's move on. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are doing our Tuesday TLC Takeover. Happy Tuesday. It's a powerful day. I know if you follow any of the, astronomy and all these people talking about how this is such a powerful day. It is a powerful day, but understand, we talk about manifestations here on the channel, but you can manifest whatever day, even if it's tomorrow or 3 weeks from now. Anything that you want to manifest in your life, you can consciously do it, or you're going to subconsciously do it. So everything that you're experiencing right now in your life, you are manifesting unconsciously. You can consciously manifest what you want in your life, whatever it may be: money, love, whatever it may be, your ideal career. But happy Tuesday. And this is our TLC, our Tuesday TLC Takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite shows on TLC and a little bit of other reality TV that we don't get to talk about just because we don't have the time. But as always, be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And speaking of supporting the channel, guys, don't forget to get your coldest water bottle. Yes, get your coldest water bottle today. We love coldest water bottle here on the channel and on our other platforms. We've been partnering with them almost a year now, but you can get a discount of 10% off with KEMP10. That's KEMP10 for 10% off of your purchase. They don't just have water bottles. They have tumblers. They have pillows. They have things for your pets. Head on over to coldest.com or the description of this video. TikTok, I see you guys are here tapping your screens and being a part of the conversation. And you're probably wondering, why in the hell do you have sunglasses on? Well, I have sunglasses on because I'm trying to recreate a moment from 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. So as you know, last week, oh Lord. Last week we were off. We were off in regards to 90 Day Fiancé because of the Super Bowl. That feels so long ago, but it was only a week ago. This week, though, we are back. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, we had a watch party on Sunday night where we watched 90 Day Fiancé and we watched, what else? Salt Lake City. So if you missed our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap, that aired and we went live yesterday. Be sure to check that out here on the channel, along with all of the pop culture news that you might be missing, including Tasha K's story where she says, I ain't got them $4 million for Cardi. So be sure to check that out, and our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap as well. There was a lot of really great callers yesterday. But back to this. Let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, Lord. Lordy. These two. Let's start with these two. So the last we saw with Gino and Jasmine, she found out that he had sent nudes of her to his ex-girlfriend. He claims it was to make the ex-girlfriend like rub it in her face. But here's the thing. Like, I get where Jasmine's coming from. We've been very critical of Jasmine throughout the season because we were just like, girl, what is wrong with you? You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And she still is doing too much. But I understand her frustration this week because who wants something that you're sharing with your significant other? You don't want them sharing that with anyone else. But I already told you, if you don't want to share it, don't show it. Don't show it. Don't be sending it. I don't care how long you've known this person or if this person's your boo. But she felt like she could trust him. She loses it. As you already know, she really goes off. But she used to go off for the littlest thing. So we were like, oh, but she really goes off. She really goes. Oh, Court just came. For those that are joining us, if you watched 90 Day Fiancé before 90 days, I'm giving you Soulja Boy, okay? Except this is an upgraded version because he has 90s glasses on. Alex says, I understand Jasmine and always have. I would react the same way. And this is why we are concerned for you, Alex. Look, I completely get why Jasmine is upset this week because he really shared something personal of her body. He had no right sharing. However, I don't understand how he doesn't understand that what he sent were nudes. He was like, it was your breast. It wasn't nudes. Am I missing something? Can someone tell me if I'm missing something? Isn't showing your breast also considered nudes? Did I miss something? Did I miss that memo? Kimberly says, Gino was lucky those producers were there because she went back to the room and had a rage on him. I don't know if it was when she spoke to her friend and she just got really upset, but we had this moment that you all have been asking for. You've all been asking for this moment. And here we are. She strips him. Guys, I'm still trying to understand why the back. Some people have speculated that he had a tattoo of an ex-girlfriend's name on the back of his head, and that's part of the reason. I tried to get a good look during the live watch, and I couldn't see it. I couldn't see any potential tattoo. Maybe it was small. I don't know. But Gino, this is why everyone was asking, why does Gino have that book bag all the time? Gino has that book bag all the time. Look, see, we get a good look at this. I don't know. Unless the tattoo's right dabbed in smack in the middle of his head. He had a hat in that book bag, y'all. He had another hat. In that book bag. It's like he knew. Is that what people usually go for, Gino, when they're mad at you? Let me take your hat. Okay, Dobbs says, you ain't missing nothing. All right. Court says the hair was so disturbing. I love seeing her snatch it off. You guys are terrible. Alex says, why doesn't he shave that head? I don't know either. I mean, that's the rumor on the street, is that there's a tattoo. I don't believe that, honestly. I feel like he's just weird. His behavior and reaction to her has been weird. It's very nonchalant. And I think maybe he's trying to protect himself legally by like saying, oh, that's not nudes, because there in certain states are, revenge porn. Even though I don't know if that's considered revenge porn. I don't know. I don't know if that's what's happening here. I don't know. T Slay said, where was the shady cameraman when we needed him for the Zoom? I think they were trying, but he moved so quickly. And maybe if they had went behind him, he would have been like, what you doing? I don't know. These poor producers. Can you imagine what these producers have to deal with and cameramen have to deal with? I mean, they have to tell a story. They have to get the story out. They have to produce a story. But I don't know. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate it. Hold on. Watch it be a racist or problematic. Shut up, Alex. Can we find out? Can someone find out? We found out about Michael and Natalie and his Confederate situation behind him. Remember that? I'm really loving the vibe today, y'all. I got the leaves blowing in the back. I got my sunglasses on. I feel like I'm in Tanzania with Soulja Boy and Kempire. I am so gonna make a song. I'm gonna so make a song. Kimbali. Soldier Boy, call me. Jason, look at bougie. Renee says, is that violation of privacy reading the Jasmine, regarding the Jasmine bed? Every state is different. I'm not sure if it applies in Panama, but technically he sent it when he was in Michigan. I don't know Michigan law. If you're from Michigan and you can look it up for me, let me know. HAM says you sound better than Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy's new song sounded really good to me, though. Hey, Heather Dubro's Leftover Sushi. I love the stomping music that the producers used for Jasmine going to talk to Gino. Sounded like something out of the Terminator. They are producing television. Speaking of producing television, I could barely see my slides here, y'all. Okay, so apparently we've been saying mahogany wrong this entire time. Okay, it's a mahogany. I can't even pronounce it, y'all. We have refused to talk about Ben and this mahogany situation because Ben admitted on social media that the producers found him and wanted to put him on television. That is the word on the curb. Okay, and her reaction, she finally makes it to this meeting with him. And if you watched it, I literally watched it again. She's so fake. She's just like, she must be some sort of like C-list actress, isn't she? They hired her. They went to Peru and they found her and they hired her. Oh, Lisa, I almost came out in my robe. I don't have a white robe. I almost came here in a robe. And it's just to really commit. But then last time I did a robe on here, it got so hot in the studio. Look, I try to commit to my roles. This is a little bit easier. Okay, this is a little bit easier. But Ben admitted that the story is not real. So every time I look at the Ben story, I'm just looking at it. This is so fake. This is not real. This is not a real story. And then seeing her, first of all, she doesn't look like any of those pictures. Okay, she doesn't look like any of those pictures. But even her interaction with him was so fake. When she was hugging him, she was just like, And then when she walked in, she's just like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? At least make this 90-day producers. What are you doing? What are you doing? We don't need fake and phony. There's enough Looney Tunes people out there. Or is there not? Maybe not. Michelle says the footsteps were pre-produced. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. The whole hearing someone coming, as Ben waits. First of all, why didn't Ben order something? Just sitting there. She eventually, I don't even want to talk about them because that's how much of a nothing scene it was this week. So he literally walks her to her car. First of all, she's talking about how he doesn't look like his pics and how he's smaller in person. Girl, have you seen yourself in your pics? He was just happy that she wasn't a man. Hetty says you could tell Mahogany has never spoken to a man in her life. I honestly believe that Mahogany was just giving us very fake, very bad acting. I don't even think it was even about her being with a man or not. Yeah, she's on the Disney Channel. She looks like somebody from the Disney Channel. Damn. Yeah, Mahogany definitely showed up, but I wasn't convinced. I don't know what we're going to get from this couple in the future. Will they kiss? They're both actors. Word on the street. They're both actors. And I'm so mad that I even spent that much time talking about them. Let's move on because we got someone we need to talk about. Lord, look, guys, I cannot even see. Look. Oh, my Lord. I can't even see. Oh, God. Let's talk about this couple really quickly. This was a nothing scene. You know why this was a nothing scene? Oh, Kimmer, you're so correct. Her accent was a little suspect as well. Her accent was definitely a little suspect. I noticed it too, but I was like, oh, I'm not Peruvian, so I don't really know. But I was just like, Memphis and Hamza, for those that haven't seen my video where I talk about there's an allegation out there that during her trip, Memphis got pregnant and had the baby already. Okay. Do I have that picture of Memphis looking pregnant, pregos? I think it's somewhere here. Hold on, y'all. Yes, here it is. She looks a little pregnant here. Okay, so allegedly she got pregnant during this trip, but we will get there. Eventually, we will find out this information. We didn't get a lot of them this week. We did get to see Hamza go shopping for his suit, his traditional Tunisian, wedding outfit. First of all, I would have loved to see Memphis go shopping because they have some beautiful dresses for women there as well. And we've seen a Tunisian wedding before. Beautiful. I love these, international weddings. They have just so many colorful traditions, and it's like multiple days of celebration. And if you watch Love is Blind, yes, I'm watching Love is Blind season 2. When Deepti went shopping for her wedding dress, and she said she wanted a traditional Indian wedding outfit, it was gorgeous. I love that, but I'm not going to digress into Love is Blind. We will do a separate live talking about that. I know another new episode is coming out this week. Stay tuned. Anyways, so Memphis and Hamza, they're still having trust issues. Hamza tells his mom during this trip to, pick out his wedding outfit that she wants him to sign off on these papers. And the mom's like, what, she doesn't trust you? I don't think you should sign these papers. And Memphis's big issue this week is that she feels like, oh, I probably need to tell him about the night that I spent over at my ex-boyfriend's house while, we had just started talking for a month. Okay, Memphis, unless you slept with the ex-boyfriend, then it really is a nothing story. And even if you did sleep with the man, you guys were just dating a month. Were you guys exclusive? I just don't. It was a nothing scene. It was a nothing week. But Hamza expresses to her he's not sure he wants to get married. He's not sure he wants to get married. And she's like, what? What? I can't stand her voice. I'm sorry, Memphis. Her voice is so annoying to me, but so is her personality. She's on the phone with her friend, telling her friend about how she accidentally drank the water and then her stomach was, and not her friend, I think it was her sister, was like, too much, too much, too much, too much for us. She literally told Hamza, oh, my stomach. Oh, God. No, she even said my stomach. I'm being the gracious one here. She was like, I gotta go poopy or something. I forgot what she said. But I said to myself, she is not a lady. She is not a lady. Hetty says, poor Hamza, all these ultimatums must be exhausting. And you could tell he's feeling exhausted by her. She also emasculates him regularly. Someone save this man. And now, allegedly, he's connected to her forever. Connected to her from forever. Hey, from the Netherlands. I can't wait to go back to Amsterdam. And well, my last trip to Amsterdam, I went outside of Amsterdam and I went to a bunch of the other parts. I went to Rotterdam. I went to, oh my God, I can't think of the names. But I really had an eventful, and if you follow my podcast, then you know all the details of my trip to Amsterdam. But I can't wait to go back. I think I'm going to go back in the summer, but do like a Europe thing. Not backpacking. Look, I'm too grown for that. Lisa says she talks too much about her bowel movements. Yes. Gross. I don't need to know that. Elle says, yes, you're not the only one. I thought I was the only one irritated by her voice. See, I think some of us are scared to say certain things, especially in this social climate that we're in where people are getting canceled. But we are just being honest. We don't mean any offense. But her voice is annoying to me. Poor Hamza. If I honestly hope that this rumor that she was pregnant and had a baby is not true, or if it is true, that it's not his baby. But I have a feeling it is his baby, and I have a feeling they were so irresponsible that they did not use protection. But they had nothing. We spent way too much time talking about this couple. Let's move on. I'm so glad we don't have to talk about this couple anymore. Just saying. They're gone, y'all. She was fired. If you don't know why, I believe I posted the video in the description of this video where you can get more of an update. Let's talk about my favorite couple. Come on now, y'all. Soulja Boy and Kimberly. So this week, sidebar, Kimberly's son is cute. Even before we saw him on this week's episode, I saw a picture of them here in New York City. I was like, oh, she has such a cute son. But we love Kimberly here on the show. She might be delusional a little bit. She might be a little delusional, but I love her. And thank you for your service, Kimberly. We really do appreciate you. This week, though, she lays the law down. She's like, unless we are going to, I was about to say get married. No, unless we are going to kiss me, have sex with me, or know where this relationship is going, when I go back, we're done. He's like, we're not going to even be friends. No, she's like, we're done. And that's when he says, okay, we will have sex tonight. How did you go from, why? Okay, Soldier Boy, let's just ease our way into this whole situation. Let's ease our way in. How about you kiss her first? Maybe you have to have a few drinks beforehand. I don't know. He's like, but then he's talking like, oh yeah, about his yammy and how when you have sex with an African man, it's a certain way. And I'm like, he's bragging a little too much for me. Kimberly, when you have sex with him, can you just let us know on social media or text me? Text me at TheKempire.com. What's it all that and then some? Because I have a feeling like Soldier Boy is a lot of talk and ain't slanging the way he's slanging. I'm just saying, it's not. I didn't. Soldier Boy, first of all, we've told you guys the multiple times that we've been watching Soldier Boy on this season of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days and how he treats people that are in service to him. He's very nasty. I really don't like that side of him. And that's why I'm really just rooting for Kimberly. But I really do like seeing their interaction together. He's not interested in her. He's not interested in a green card. I know a lot of people think, oh, he just wants to come to America. No. He wants to be the king of Africa. He wants to be a huge celebrity over there. He doesn't want to come to America. He wants TV time. And the producers are okay with that because they need talent. He just wants TV time. Dom says he had all the drinks. He had to say, we're going to have sex tonight. Not in this moment. We're going to have sex tonight. And she gets excited. I don't know. I feel for Kimberly. Oh, Shanice says, sidebar. I just remember Olajuwon is Nigerian. What are we trying to say here? Sexy time should not be an ultimatum. I agree. Like, I feel bad for her. Lucy says, Usman is so exhausted. He's not exhausted. He's just like, okay, I've waited because they could have been having sex these last 8 days. But he's like, I waited long enough. I think he was worried that the cameras would stop because she's like, you know what? I'm done. So he's like, no, I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to give her my yammy. Honestly, and I've said this before, I don't think Soldier Boy is that ugly. No, that ugly. Damn. I had to say it like that. Dulcie says, Kempire, oh, you want Kimberly to text you? Husband, please treat Kimberly right. I just want her to let us know how was the sex if they do end up having sex. Literally in the bed, he's like, oh, now I declare you my girlfriend, because his whole rules is that you have to be, no longer the potential and actually the girlfriend. Oh, really, Ryan? You feel like she's the female Big Ed? You think she's problematic? I don't know if she's the female version of Big Ed. Come on now. She served our country in the military. She says she can kill a man with her bare hands. Big Ed can't do that. Yeah. Shani says, he said sex with an African lasts for hours. I wouldn't be shocked that that's true. I just don't believe that's true for Usman, Soldier Boy. And for those that are just joining us and wondering, why is Kempire wearing sunglasses? I'm giving you what Soldier Boy was giving you. He went into the bathroom to prepare. He put on a chain. Oh, where's my chain? Hold up. A chain with an actual thing that said Soldier Boy. And he put on his And there's light. He put on sunglasses, not these sunglasses. What, in the 1990s? I don't know where he found those sunglasses. Put those on and went and came out there walking like this. What are you doing, sir? And she's like, you got to take those sunglasses off and that chain off. I'm so glad he did. We didn't get to see them have sex, though. Not that we wanted to, and not that they're going to show that. I'm just saying. I guess next week we will see the aftermath. Wait a second. Just met. Are you watching from Tunisia? I love that. Don't you love the internet? Are you just saying that to me because you know I want to come to Tunisia? Yolanda, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Kempire. Today is my 70th birthday. Happy birthday, Yolanda. What a beautiful and lucky day for you to be born on. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating a birthday, including my late best friend, Demetria. It was her birthday this week as well. She passed away. Oh my gosh. How long ago was that? Oh, almost 20 years ago. Isn't that crazy? May she rest in peace, but happy birthday. Shout out. It's Pisces season. You already know how I feel about Pisces. But happy birthday, Yolanda. I hope you have a fantastic day. Today is a very lucky day, people say. But I already told you how I feel about that. You can manifest whenever you want. But if you feel the energy of today and you're like, I want to manifest something big, do it. It's Pluto's return. It's been hundreds of years since Pluto's been back. But it's Pluto's return. Don says Kempire Kempire is giving what it's supposed to be given with those classes. Thank you, Dom. Oh, thank you, Dasha. Thank you. Miss her every day. Such an amazing friend. When you have good friends, guys, make sure you hold on to those friends and appreciate those friends. And that's why I don't call anybody a friend. So if I call you a friend, you know I really mean that you are a friend. But you know who's not a friend? Ximena. You thought I forgot about Ximena. Where's my picture? Hold on. She's over him. Mike, run home. Run home. I hope once he runs from that table, he runs all the way to the airport. Poor Mike. Mike is the only one. You know, sometimes when we see these characters, you know, we saw Gino and we were like, oh, poor guy. And then they prove to us that they're a dirtbag. Mike has proven to us he's not a dirtbag. He's a sincere, nice guy. He decides that he's going to go back to Colombia because she's acting different. His father and grandfather, which I love seeing those situations, those conversations with him and his family. They were like, don't send her any more money because she wants money for a boob job and liposuction and all kinds of stuff. And the father was like, no, say no, don't do it. And I think he listens to the father. And that's why Ximena didn't pick him up from the airport and why she was like mad when he came, because she was like, she had to put off her surgery because he decided he insisted on coming. Sidebar, poor Mike. Poor Mike comes in, must have stepped in poop. Gene, she said, poor Mike. And then she puts the poop emoji in the sneakers. He stepped in poop, and poor thing. First of all, she didn't need poop to be disgusted with Mike. And I'm not saying that I'm disgusted with Mike or I feel that she should be. She just acts that way around him. And she makes such a big deal of him being unorganized. And that's why she didn't think she wanted to marry him. She is using him. Mike, I hope you didn't marry this girl. He's been talking to attorneys to bring her to the United States. I hope he's given up on this situation. Mike, if you're watching this, text us so we can tell you to don't do it. Stop the paperwork. She's clearly using you. You deserve someone better. And look, I do think that Mike might be a little emotionally, what's the word? I don't know. But he's not mature in that way. And I think that's a level of maturity and life experience that he needs. It's not with Ximena. She's using you, Mike. Run. Oh, wait. Run. Yeah, thank you. DGF. He's emotionally stunted. Oh, Princess says Michael's delusional. Come on. She is a snake. And she's treating him so differently. Mind you, he's the one keeping the lights on and the roof over their head. And do I believe that he's paying only half of her rent? No, I think he's paying all of her rent. I think he just said that to his family. His family loves him. We love Mike. Don says Mike is a late bloomer. He's socially awkward. Musima says Mike stepped on and brought it in the house. I was triggered with my OCD. Me too, a little bit. I was like, "Oh, not on the carpet." She's using him. She was clearly irritated by his presence. Yeah, I think that was just the icing on the the icing on the ish on the cake, literally for her. Okay. Yeah, Loom says Mike isn't going to bloom. He has to find someone that works, that genuinely wants to be with him. That genuinely wants to be with him. I don't think that person is Ximena. Ximena is clearly using him. She's disgusted by him. Ooh, Dom says, I don't believe she has her tubes tied anymore. She can't be trusted. Agreed. You're right. Curl says, how didn't he smell his poop? I mean, maybe he just thought that's how the house smelled. I don't know. I can't even make excuses for Mike at this point. Gloria says, she's so mean. I know. Mike bought that carpet. So he's like, I'll pay for it to get it clean. But he paid for it in general. So if he want to step all over that carpet with poop, he could. Not Angela and Mike might go good together? Carrie, what are you talking about? So she can walk all over him too? At least she has her own money though. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is what we do every single Tuesday, our Tuesday TLC Takeover. And it's a lucky Tuesday because it's Tuesday on 2-2-2-2-2-2-2. That might be an extra twos, okay? Yeah, he's very naive. He's very naive. I just want to say thank you guys for being here for our, we talked a little bit about some TLC shows. I will get more into that. We might have to rename this from TLC Takeover to Tuesday Takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite reality shows. You will let me know, Replay Crew and live chat. Maybe we just need to, this needs to be our hour to talk about some of our favorite reality shows on multiple networks, because we talked about Discovery Plus, which owns TLC, but we also talked about CBS, which we were talking about Celebrity Big Brother. So we shall see. We shall see. JN says, I love this. Gloria says, all of everything. Oh, anything else that I need to talk about? For those that are just joining us and wondering, why does Kempire have sunglasses on? I was giving you Soulja Boy this episode for 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. Just in case y'all were wondering. Except I couldn't find those 1990. Did I ever have glasses like that from the 90s? Probably. Oh, my goodness. Dasha says, why was Ximena sitting there cracking her knuckles like she was a dude? I think she was cracking her knuckles because she was annoyed. She just didn't want him there. She literally said that he insisted on coming and she was about to have her surgery. She didn't want to have her surgery while he was there. I don't know why. Wouldn't you want the love of your life to be there to help mend you? Get you back together? Oh my God, I forgot to talk about Ella and Johnny. You know why? Because it was nothing to talk about. Where is my Ella and Johnny thing? Hold on, y'all. Oh, here it is. Briefly, Ella does start crying in this episode. Ella feels as if Johnny is making all kinds of excuses not to come to visit her in the United States. But we didn't blame him because there is a pandemic going on and China is very strict. But they do find another alternative where he can go to Dubai, quarantine, and then come to the United States. But then she decides to put on her credit card because she doesn't really have the money. She books this trip, then calls him and says, I'm coming. She first of all, she puts a scarf around her and says, I'm coming to Dubai. And he's like, oh, really? I'm coming to Dubai. And then he's like, oh, I don't know. If I quarantine in Dubai, then it takes me I have to quarantine for 5 weeks in China. And then I said to myself, well, you were quarantining in Dubai to fly to the United States, weren't you? Something wasn't making sense. That was the reason why you were quarantining. But when we were watching this live together, a lot of us agreed that I don't like this couple because we feel like this couple wasn't, their relationship is based on fetishes and not feelings. Someone in my TikTok chat said that that night when we were watching it. And I said, that's a perfect way to describe this couple. I feel like they both Ella and Johnny are more involved in the fetishizing, making up words, than actual true emotions. I don't feel like there's true emotions here. And Johnny's like, why am I going all the way to the United States for a fetish? Hey, Mary Washington, we appreciate the love. It's okay that you're late and we're about to be done, but it's okay. But thank you guys for being my elephant brain and reminding me of couples that I really want to forget. Honestly, I'm not interested in Ella's story. I'm not interested in Ben's story because we know Ben's story is fake. Not sure if Ella's story is fake. I don't think so. I kind of would love to see them go to Dubai, though, to be honest with you, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Curl says Johnny needs to quarantine for 5 weeks after coming back. He needs to quarantine after coming back from Dubai, he said. But I was just like, aren't you supposed to be quarantining in Dubai for 2 weeks and then flying from Dubai to the United States? He made it seem as if, oh, after Dubai, I'm going back to China. And if I go back to China, I have to quarantine for 5 weeks and it's not worth it, which I would agree. But isn't the whole idea of you going to the United States? So he clearly does not intend to go to, he doesn't intend to go to the United States. Ella, it's time to move on. Of course, Ella, this episode cried. Just saying. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday. We call it TLC Takeover, but I think we're just going to call it Tuesday Takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite shows on TLC, on Discovery Plus, and we talked a little bit about Celebrity Big Brother. If you're watching the replay of this, I want to know your thoughts on all of the shows. Are you watching Love Off the Grid? Are you watching Celebrity Big Brother? Who do you want to win? And what did you think of this week's episode of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days? I appreciate you guys being here and being a part of the conversation. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. Shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members for keeping the lights on here at the Kempire studio. And if you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to TeamKempire.com. Also, guys, don't forget, a lot of you say that you want to hear a more personal side of, my experiences on my podcast. A new episode of my podcast called Might Be a Cult is available. Kempire Radio on all podcast platforms. Links are available in the description of this video. Thank you all for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be sure to check out the breaking news that we had about Wendy Williams this morning and my Tasha K story from yesterday and some more stories from over the weekend, including Kanye. All of that is what you're getting here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, TikTok, if you're not subscribed, head on over to Kempire Daily on YouTube, subscribe. The 100,000 subscribers celebration is to come. I'm looking forward to it. So if you've been watching for a long time and you've been on the fence about subscribing, subscribe. You're getting daily and consistent content here on the channel. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you all in the next video. You know how we like to end the show. Let's get into some music. My version of the Kimberly song. Don't forget to like this video, y'all. Wait, we did forget about this. Real quickly. Thank you, Robin, for being the elephant brain. Did you talk about Jasmine saying that she would send Gino's tiny? Yes, we didn't talk about it, but yeah, she threatened to put his nudes out there as well. Oh, we will talk more about this couple and everyone else next week during our Tuesday Takeover. That's all we're going to call it. The Tuesday Takeover. We talk about some of your favorite reality shows. Let's get out of here, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our live chat on multiple platforms. We appreciate you guys. Let me get to my song, y'all. Kimberly, 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 Kimberly. Kimberly, Kimberly, Kimberly. Kimberly, Kimberly, Kimberly.